How many people do you work with? Do you get on with them? Or are you happy to see the back of them at the end of the day? I've worked with a lot of people so far in my working life, and some people I got on with well, others not so much. But one thing I really regret is not using the people around me to improve my work and help advance my career. People are a lot stronger when they work together as a group. If you're trying to achieve something, it's a bit unrealistic to expect you're going to get it 100% right on your own the very first time. So if you've been given a task or some kind of project to work on at work, why not ask the people around you for help? They don't necessarily have to take time away from what they're doing, they just have to give you some ideas or perhaps some guidance of how to make what you're doing better. Let's imagine if you work for an advertising agency and you've been asked to come up with an ad campaign for a chain of gyms or health clubs and you've never done it before, why not ask somebody in your team or someone external who has some experience in that area to give you some help? If you're just starting out as something practical like a bricklayer or a landscape gardener, you've got to make sure you've got the right tools to do the job that you're doing. Make sure that you get people who are more experienced than you to give you some advice on what sort of things you should be using and how best to use them. Now, if you're in a sales environment, I understand it can be quite difficult to ask for help. You're in competition with the people around you to try and generate leads and make sales. In that case, it's probably best to go external to ask for help. There are lots of books which have been written about the best way to sell over the phone or face-to-face. YouTube, there's plenty of online tutorials. Or just go and ask the boss for help. If they're open-minded and they want to help you, it's in their interest to actually get you selling more, so they should be giving you some help. If you're starting a business, it's extremely important you get a good team of people around you. There's so many different things you need to get right. You need to make sure you're advertising properly. You need to make sure that the product you're actually selling is really good. You need to make sure that the people who are working for you are actually doing the job the way that you want them to do it. You need to make sure your accounts are taken care of. You need to make sure your website looks good. Realistically, there aren't that many people out there who are experts in all of those different areas. You need to get people on board to help you who are. If you think about a successful business like the Virgin brand, think about all the different strands that there are to it. Virgin Trains, Virgin Active, Virgin Money. Richard Branson isn't controlling every single one of those different areas of his business all the time. He's employed different managers to manage those different businesses who've got expertise in that field. On a much smaller scale, even the School of Thought is a partnership. My friend Tom, who you might have seen in our YouTube live stream video, he does all the technical stuff. He does all the video editing, he manages our YouTube page, and he's also creative. He comes up with some of the ideas for these videos. So this week, start having a think about how you can make better use of the people around you to improve your work life and make your career go that little bit further. As always, leave us a comment and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Have a fantastic week, and we'll see you next time. If you found this useful or helpful, then like and subscribe to the channel. You can also find us at Twitter, Facebook and Instagram.